Welcome to Inside Carbondale. This is the podcast that brings you the latest information about projects and events going on in Carbondale. I'm Amy Fox, the city's public relations officer, and I'm joined by Sarah Lawrence, a planner for the city of Carbondale. And today we're talking about future design plans for downtown Carbondale and what that may look like. And first off, Sarah, why focus on downtown Carbondale?
Well, Amy, generally speaking, properties located in any downtown are valuable pieces of property. Historically, downtowns have been the hearts of communities across the country and have traditionally supported a range of uses that encourage people to come and stay, live, work, play, shop, etc. Historically, over time, though, I think that development has become more decentralized and moved to the outskirts of towns in response to automobile-oriented transit and the kinds of infrastructure that vehicles need. And because of this, downtowns have suffered. But the city has embarked on a process of trying to reverse this trend. And so in cooperation with groups like the Downtown Advisory Committee and feedback that the city and the committee received from the residents of Carbondale, they've begun and adopted a downtown master plan. And one of the components of that master plan is to develop a new set of design standards for downtown and for the master plan, just generally speaking, to help reverse the trend and refocus energy in the downtown and help bring more commerce, business, residents back to the area.
What current downtown design standards are in place?
The design standards that exist in downtown are actually very, very minimal. They do some really basic things like dictating how far buildings can be set back from the sidewalk or requiring brick or masonry as a major design element within the building. They also specify things like buildings having storefront windows and recessed entries and vertical-oriented windows on upper stories. But beyond some really kind of basic features, the design standards don't really exist in terms of giving guidance about what the form or aesthetic of buildings should be like.
You had an open house back in October, and what type of feedback did you get from the public?
Sure. Well, I think it's important to mention that we used a couple of different mechanisms to try to gauge the public sentiment about what they would like the downtown to look like. First, we used a visual preference survey where we gave residents an opportunity to rate images of buildings based on their aesthetic and comment about why they liked or didn't like the particular building pictured. We also gave them an opportunity to give us some free comment on the current design standards and the current codes for downtown that we have already. And I think that using a combination of these types of feedback gave us a really nice broad range of information that we can use to incorporate into the new design standards. So in terms of building form, residents responded most positively to buildings that, while still somewhat traditional in terms of utilizing brick as a major material in their design, also incorporated a number of decorative features or additional features such as cornices or stone details, things like arched windows and balconies, perhaps setbacks on the upper stories that really broke up the overall mass of the building and helped to enhance the overall aesthetic and appeal of the building. And from this kind of response, I think that we get a lot of direction about the kinds of features that we can require in future development in downtown. There was also really positive feedback for buildings that appeared to house commercial and retail spaces on the ground floor, so opportunities for shopping and eating on the ground floor, and then combined residential uses on the top floors. So I think that this is something that we can write into our future design standards. And then finally, there was a real sense that residents are looking for a sense of place or a sense of community in the downtown. It seemed like they were looking to have places where they could come and spend time, and that there would be amenities that would support them spending time in the downtown. And so they talked about things like outdoor cafes or benches, public art, and perhaps pocket parks. And so we're really trying to write in things that will help encourage the development of more pedestrian amenities.
And what's kind of next in this big overarching puzzle? Because it seems like you have a couple of the beginning pieces, but you do have a meeting coming up on March 1st. What's that all about?
Absolutely. Well, since the October meeting, again, we've been really poring over the feedback we got from the residents. In addition, we've been doing research in trying to understand what other communities do to help enhance the aesthetic of their downtown and the experience of visitors and residents when they visit their downtowns. And a combination of all of those pieces of information, we've developed a new set of design standards, and we're really looking for a large turnout from the community, hoping to get their feedback on the document and the new design standards that we're proposing. So again, we're excited to have the Carbondale residents come out and tell us what they think about the new design standards that we'd like to put forth.
How important is getting the public involved in this entire process?
I think that from my perspective, having public input is of primary importance. I think that in particular, the residents, the people who are going to be here and live here, are the people who are dedicated to this community. And having an understanding of what their feelings are about the direction they would like to see Carbondale go is of primary importance. And so I really fully encourage the community to come out and participate. I am taking all comments and all feelings under advisement. I think it is an important part of the public process to have the public's input.
When is that meeting? Where is it going to be held?
Sure. The next meeting will also be held at the Carbondale train station. It will be on March the 1st from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. The meeting will be a similar style as the last meeting in that it will be an open house. So come when you can, after work, on your way home, drop in, take a look at things, give us a few minutes. You can come and stay for 10 minutes or stay for 3 hours.
If someone isn't able to come to that but would like to see some of these renderings, get some of this information, are you kind of the point person on this project?
Absolutely, I am. They can contact the city, ask for Sarah Lawrence. My email is slawrence@explorecarbondale.com. My phone number is 618-457-3257. I would love to hear from everybody.
And after this meeting on March the 1st, when could the community start to see some of these changes actually go into effect?
Sure. So after the meeting on the 1st, we anticipate that there might be a few revisions that will be made to the document that we will have prepared for the meeting on the 1st. We intend to present then those revised set of design standards to the Planning Commission at their regular meeting on Wednesday, March the 15th. And then from that point, obviously, any new changes to the code require approval from City Council. We hope to be able to present a new set of design standards to the City Council on Wednesday, March the 21st at their regular meeting.
And is there anything else you'd like to add? Maybe I forgot to ask you? Or is that pretty much
I think that pretty much covers it. Again, I really do think that if Evolve and the new Home to Suites are any indication that there are investors who are interested in new development in downtown, we'd absolutely like to help encourage that. But we'd like to have an opportunity to help ensure the quality of that design and that the residents of Carbondale are going to be happy.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for joining us, Sarah. And we hope you'll join us next time for another episode of Inside Carbondale. Have a great day.
That there are investors who are interested in new development in downtown. We'd absolutely like to help encourage that. But we'd like to have an opportunity to help ensure the quality of that design and that the residents of Carbondale are going to be happy.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for joining us, Sarah. And we hope you'll join us next time for another episode of Inside Carbondale. Have a great day. If you have feedback or have ideas for future podcasts, feel free to email me at afox@explorecarbondale.com.